Hi, my name is Roger Short, and I'm married to a beautiful lady named Rose Short, and we have three beautiful daughters, Madison, Olivia, and Ashlyn, 19, 17, and 8. And my background, actually, my wife and I are transplanted Canadians. Moved to Louisville, Kentucky back in 2001 and started a publishing company. I grew up in a family of 10 children. My dad was an entrepreneur, and he didn't have much education himself, and grew up and learned to make a living with his hands. And I watched a man work very hard for his family. And that taught me a lot of character traits, that taught me a work ethic. So I grew up realizing it was okay to work for yourself. I didn't grow up thinking you had to get a job. I knew there was plenty of good jobs out there. So after college, I tried my hand at several things and found myself moving into a sales career, and I really enjoyed it. But I didn't like working for anyone else. And I found myself in the advertising and publishing business, working as an independent consultant because I wanted to get away from working for someone else. And I found myself limited because I could really only produce what I was able to sell myself. And so I was really trading time for dollars. And back in 2001, we decided to move to Louisville, Kentucky, checking out a market. And it was a great place to start a publishing company. Moved my family to Louisville, we started a publishing business, and I'd been in that business for, well, right up until about 2010. And that's when I got turned on to the baby boomer market, and I started becoming aware of another boom that was getting ready to happen. As I was transitioning out of the publishing business into the insurance and financial services arena, I saw an opportunity to serve a market that was exploding, literally exploding. I saw these 10,000 baby boomers a day turning 65. I knew there was a good business opportunity there. And I was wired that way. I was wired to look for business opportunities. And I got in the insurance industry, specifically in the final expense arena, because I knew it was going to be a market that was going to be there for a long time. However, I found myself in a limited business opportunity because I was in a traditional insurance business model. And I was in that business model where I had a ceiling. I had a ceiling on the contract level that I was able to establish. And what that meant for me as someone who was looking to build a business in this arena was that I was going to have to hire people and keep them at a certain spread to me in order for me to be profitable and set up a business structure, and I was only going to be able to promote my managers to a certain level. That to me seemed very limiting, and so I wasn't happy there. I went looking for a new opportunity, and that's when I was introduced to Mr. Matthew Goldberg and Securus America, and I got wind of what they were putting together and this platform and this enrichment building model that I got so excited about. And it was upon meeting Matt and understanding what they were trying to develop that attracted me to Securus. And boy, I'm glad I made that decision. Yes, when I joined the Securus organization, when I got into the insurance industry specifically, I wasn't looking necessarily for a sales career. I was already, I knew, sales is one of the best industries that you can get into. It's one of the top 10 income producing industries or careers that someone can have here in the United States of America. I wanted a platform that allowed for people to make a lot of money on the sales side. But me, personally, I was looking to develop a business in this arena. And what Securus allowed me to do was to come in and grow that business, partner with people who had experience in the industry, had a platform that allowed for unlimited growth really, where I could take guys, promote, we could grow, develop a business structure, develop production, grow our contracts, and have my guys actually have the same and equal right and opportunity as I did. So that when we were training folks and training managers and other agency developers, that they weren't going to be limited by where I was. And so that's what got me excited. I saw an opportunity to grow a team, but I saw an opportunity to grow a team with people who had the track record, experience, and the technologies and the things that they were putting in place. It was just a perfect fit. I knew I had to go out and test the waters and make sure that it was a very viable industry, and it certainly was. It was very lucrative. I sold quite a bit of premium in the months, in the year and a half that I was actually in the field. And I loved the clients. I loved the marketplace. I loved helping people with asset protection. I loved helping with final expense planning. And then when we introduced the tax-free retirement planning products, and it just got even better. But we got to a point with our team development, our organizational structure, where I really couldn't afford to stay in the field any longer because I was actually spending more time helping those guys develop their teams and building their agencies. At Securus, each and every person has the right to grow, not based on nepotism, not based on political maneuvering, not based on whether she's better looking than him, not based on any of those things. It is truly a performance-based system that allows you to grow, It allows you to grow your team, help those guys grow their business, and that collective production allows you to be promoted based on merit and production. It's truly a performance-based system, and in this free enterprise market we have here in the United States, I think it's the perfect system. What initially attracted me to Securus was the things that I just mentioned before. And as you start to work with an organization and work with a company and start to get to know the people behind the company, you start to understand their character. You start to understand their heart. You start to understand who they are, what makes them tick. Because when you first meet people, you don't know these things because we all have our facades, right? We all wear our masks, and you don't know these things. And the one thing I can tell you about our relationship with Securus, Matthew Goldberg, Tom Graziano, Larry Dickstein, John Kite, my wife and I have come to the determination that these people are of the highest moral character, integrity, quality business people, people who work as hard for you as anybody that you could ever ask for. I can't imagine finding better business partners than the ones we found here at Securus America. They've not only lived up to the expectations, they've far exceeded them. In fact, you know, it's easy to celebrate and be happy when things are going well. But when you're with organizations long enough, you see things when they don't always go so well. And it is those times when true character is tested, true integrity is tested, and the mission and the work ethic of an organization is tested, and the vision is tested. And through those times, we have become stronger, and those things have actually solidified my relationships. I mean, it's solid. I love these guys. I couldn't recommend the organization higher, but of course it's not for everybody. It's got to be an opportunity that people take on for themselves. So when I looked at the Securus opportunity, I was looking for an opportunity to develop financial independence for me and my family, my 3 girls, leave a legacy for them, to be able to develop a passive income by helping other people reach their goals. Now that I've actually seen the Securus model and have had the time to work with the gentleman that I've mentioned before, and the executive team and the support staff at the home office, I believe that to the core even more so, because the legacy that we're now leaving for our particular family is not the only one we're leaving. Because of our business partners that now we've attracted, and the managers that we are working with and helping them develop and get to their goals and achieve their levels, whatever they want to be, I can see those relationships now forming between us. And it's really neat to have some of your friends become your business partners and become your running partners and become people that you start to travel with and do fun things with and to hang out on beaches with. I mean, these are all things that one can only dream of. And I don't know of too many other business opportunities out there like it, but this is a career opportunity from day one. You can come in and make a lot of money in sales, just in sales. You don't have to hire 1,000 people. This is definitely not like some other business models that are toted out there. Hey, come in and talk to everybody you know. If enough people get in, we're gonna, you'll make a little bit of money. That's not what this is. This is a professional career opportunity. But the big thing that attracted me was not that. It was the business opportunity that afforded those sales professionals and business owners that wanted to build a business inside that model. So they've exceeded the expectations that I've had. My goals with Securus long term is to be able to establish and continue to establish relationships with new people who are fighting for their goals and dreams, just like my wife and I, just like Rose and I. I remember when we didn't have much. I remember growing up in a family that worked real hard. We didn't have much growing up, but I have, because of the track record that was established and a work ethic that was established in my family from a very young age. Out of 9 of us, 5 of us own our own businesses to this day and have had tremendous success. And the other 4 are married to folks who are, a lot of them are in their own business. And so this culture of business ownership and the benefits that come from that have been instilled in me from a very young age. What I want to do now is to be able to pass on that same opportunity to other people. And so our business partners, new people that are joining our organization, and even in other cross-line organizations, in some of the partner groups within Securus America, I love those guys and I love seeing what they're doing for their folks. It's now become a passion. It's kind of become a mission to actually help people achieve financial independence for themselves. So long term, yes, we want the things for us, but we want those things so we can actually start to bless other people's lives. That's already beginning to happen. Not only inside the business with the folks that we're working with, but outside the business and things that we're able to contribute time, money, and energy to outside of this. And that's really what life's all about. It's what you give back, it's not what you get.